going around like with a water gun, and then we're just having like 4 children all together. Just with our 2 kids as well. So we just doing water fight and then throwing water.
We've had fun. We're upstate New York. That was fun. We had just to back up what he was saying, like we started a small water fight, and it was we started with these little water guns we got for the kids. So the kids were about like 4 and 5 at the time, and then we started this water gun with the little guns. And then like the kids, like Dominic was on his team and Gael was on my team. So then we were going around. Then we progressed to like water cups. Then we went to like gallons.
Wow.
And so we're like in the house, but then running around the house. And then in my head, I was like, when are the adults gonna come to clean this? I was like, oh my goodness, we're the adults! Oh my goodness! All right, everybody, stop! We have fun moments. Just the 2 of us.
So that's nice.
And with the kids, yeah.
That's nice. So what would you say, and I know a lot of these stuff you've been describing, and I think they go very well with the questions, but what are some perks, some benefits about being married?
Well, I can't believe I'm talking before you usually talk.
I rubbed off on you.
One thing is like I would say she kind of bring the best out of me. But like I mentioned earlier, one thing that like she kind of make me get over things much quicker, which I never used to do before, and I guess that's definitely a big thing. And then knowing that when you're going through some stuff, and then you say, okay, hey, this is what happened at work, and then she's gonna listen to you. So because nobody want to be alone. Except Kevin. But
you can edit that.
You can edit that. Yeah. So, but so you want to have somebody that you can talk. You can edit that.
It's perfect.
You can, no, don't do that.
Edit that out too.
So God's created Eve for Adam for a purpose, because he didn't want him to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So again, there's no such thing as a perfect person, but you find somebody that pretty much meet most of your quality, and then
most.
Well, not all of it. What you would like?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So that a perk is just pretty much she bring the best out of me. As far as like my. Yeah. So
I like our partnership. I feel like we're on a team. We're on a team to win. So, what Ramel brought to my life was vision for the future. Like I didn't have that before I really met him. I was kind of like living day by day, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And he's always been, and I tell him all the time, I think one of his gifts is wisdom. Like he always sees further than today. And so he's brought vision to me. Like I could call him about anything, and 99% of the time the advice he gives me is benefit to me. So I just feel like I have a real partner and we're on a team. And one of the benefits also is just, you have someone that you know is yours. I know he belongs to God first, but he's mine, you know what I mean? And yeah.
Not a possession.
Yeah. But he's mine. And I love that. Like I love watching him, I love smelling him, I love touching him.
Yeah, she stay at me at night.
Even now, like I just love having him. I love that he's the father to my kids that he is. Like he's that roll on the ground and act like a kid with my kid. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just the benefit of just having that partner with you. And you know that God placed them in your life for a reason, like he said, to bring out the other sides of you that you didn't even know you had, the strengths in you. And he pulls it out of me, so yeah, I think that's a great benefit. Just having someone that wants to like come with you and gather with you to do what God ultimately wants out of your life. You know what I mean? It's big.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. So what are some challenges
Oh,
that your marriage faced, you
How
know?
long is this?
I know, that's what I was about to say.
Challenges. Let's see. I would want to say to me, I guess, you probably have something else different. I think we still have like a little bit communication problem or challenge. I mean, I guess the question is the challenges. So I think that's to us that's what it is. Um, yeah, I wouldn't want to say communication. I guess a lot of marriage has that.
Yeah.
But I think us is the fact that it's not like that we don't communicate. We just don't communicate in the right time.
Yeah.
So I think to me that's that's pretty much in my opinion. So
Because I'm still learning that. Like, someone, when something happens, I want to talk about it right away. Let's fix it right away. Like, so I've learned over the years that sometimes just giving it room for both parties to calm down and for the Lord to have His way in it. And now I like pray about things before I address them, to even know if it's something that needs to be addressed, you know? And just to be completely transparent, I had a lot of trust issues and insecurity issues, especially because my parents got divorced. And so I had I didn't even want to get married at some point. So Ramel, thankfully, has been really patient and helped me through those things that I need to sort out. But I think we've come a long, mighty long way from where we started. So yeah, I think we had communication, trust, and then underlying insecurity and baggage from the past that we had to work through. But the Lord, I'm just telling you, He's a restorer and He's a redeemer. And so there's a lot of things I just had to lay at His feet. And He's just mended these parts of my heart that I didn't even know were broken and redeemed them and restored them like only He can. So, and I think that that's intensified our love and our partnership over the years. And then now we barely argue. You know, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
It was not always the reality. Yeah. I had some difficult moments and challenging moments, but God saw us through all of them. And we're here.
From what you were saying, I wanted to ask. You said
Right.
at one point that you didn't really even want to get married.
Yeah.
For you, Roma, how did you deal with that? How knowing that she didn't want to really want to get married?
well, I kind of understand because I mean before we even talking to each other, I kind of knew that the whole situation with my father or whatever. So I kind of understand that, and then I've always wanted to kind of present myself in a person that, hey, this is happening to your parents or my experience to your family and friend. You can't bring that to your situation because you have not been there yet. You have to have your own experience. And one thing that my mom always tell me, you need to have your own experience because you can't carry somebody else's experience for yourself. Then therefore you will never experience those things. So we kind of always we talk about that before we
Yeah,
got
when
married.
we were friends, we talked
We
about
talk
it.
about it. I'm like, you can't carry that on you because you haven't been there. So I mean, I knew that before we started talking. Although she, funny thing is, first thing I spoke to her, she was telling me that I'm going back now, but she said, knowing that I'm Haitian, and then to where I was short, but whatever. She's like, I never married a Haitian guy, and then married a short guy. And I'm like, okay.
And here I am.
So
Never say never.
So the thing is, she said I will never marry because again, pain and bad experience. So that's that when she said she's never gonna get married. But in the same breath saying that I will never marry a Haitian, I'm like, okay, you just talking. So
Let's be read between the lines.
we'll see about that. Yeah. So I knew those feelings before we got married.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. So, how, and this is the question that, I want to make sure that I'm saying it so you can understand. How do you handle being a unit, being one, but at the same time being separate individuals. That makes sense.
That's a good question. So it took me a long time to be okay with that, because I was like, no, we are one. The Bible says, you know what I mean? And I think I had a little bit of control issues too that I had to work through, if I'm honest with myself. So I've learned with time that not everything he likes I need to like. Like before I used to, well, now I actually do enjoy football and stuff, but when we were dating, I used to like sit through stuff and watch stuff, and I'm like, are we watching Transformers again? You know what I mean? But now I've learned that he can like what he likes and I can like what I like, and then we find a happy medium between the two of us. Like when it comes to raising the kids and our finances and, you know, the big stuff. Like we have to be one and have the same vision and trajectory for that. But, you know, you want to watch 10 hours of Transformers, go ahead. I'm just not going to sit through it with you. You know what I mean? So, and I like that I'm loud. I have moments of being loud, and if a song comes on that I really like, just let me be me. And so he lets me be me. Sometimes he tries to shut it down, but for the most part, he lets me be me. Like talking to strangers. He used to be like, what in the world? We used to be on the sub. I remember we were going to the Yankees game, and we were taking a train from Queens to the Bronx. And I met this guy. Remember that guy? He was like from Ukraine or something. And he was like, oh my goodness, my neighbor was Haitian. I love Haitian people. Like I literally talked to the man from the time for like an hour train ride. And he was like, you're special. Like, oh my goodness. But now I find him doing that too. So I think you become unique, but then it brings